Oh, well, maybe I should turn on my mic. Ugh. Hang on. Right, so let me try this again. Welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRaisin. We are playing more PLO and PLO 20 at that, since I needed to move back down from PLO 50. But in good spirits. And working on the comeback. Already having a nice day at PLO 20 so far. We were up 9 buy-ins at the end of the last stream. Right now we're up like 6.5. Unfortunately dusted off 2. Both against Ismola Taylor, who got lucky in one hand and in the other 2 hands didn't buy. So 2 very reasonable bluffs. And has the money to show for it. Well done by Ismo. Also a friend of the channel. And waiting on PLO 20 tables on Rio as well, naturally. So already a second dude in the waiting list, so we might have a PLO 20 table firing off pretty quickly. A nice hand here on that PLO 20 table. Min raise for a short stacker should never be a thing. If you're short stacking yourself, don't be that guy. And min raise and folding is even more baffling. That stack size, but I'll take it. Right, 3 ways here without a heart. I'm still gonna c-bet this one. I'm gonna c-bet rather large. No point in c-betting small here. If somebody comes over the top, it gets kind of iffy. Especially if Ismo comes over the top. Rather loose player. It'll be iffy still. So let's hope he doesn't. Right, I was saying I'm also playing in a €5 bounty tournament. Here I get the fold on table 4. Here I get to buy in for points that I can't use otherwise, so I always regard this one as sort of a free roll up here. If I do well, I do well. If not, no skin off my back, that's fine too. And, ooh, I had noticed I'm not suited to the king here, but be that as it may, I flop pretty amazing. Giving us a... well, the gutter we had anyway, never mind. Didn't change much for us, except that we now take it down. So I do get a table on the PLO 50, seat on the PLO 50 table, and I'll start to short stack there a little bit for 1 or 2 buy-ins. We have perfect position on MJ. Ooh, did we miss anything here? Jacks taking it down. Can't see the chip stack. Layout. I have to do something about the tournament table layout. It's just a HUD, I mean. Just a standard HUD. Haven't really done much about it. Vince PLO, welcome back. Good to have you back, sir. For 15 cents, we might as well flop the middle set. That's how the sentence ideally ends, and it does. And so gonna go for the check. I think we Yeah, min-raise pot, not sure. PLO 20 table firing off on Rio. Yeah, and that's where the trouble starts with the jack here. Well, we're still gonna check. Oh, got PLO 20 firing off. Yeah, not folding. That's quite nice. Check once more. If I bet here, I get a fold pretty much always. I rarely get a bet more money in here. On the other hand, so yeah, I think I should have let the turn, the flop, and let the river. Definitely should have let the river as played. Oh well. Right, so let me open more PLO 20 tables. Hopefully get them filled. Closing action is 753. We have some connectivity. We have one very high suit, well, one ace-high suit. Closing action, I think we can get away with calling here. Pair and a gutter, not amazing on this board. Make that two pair and kind of interesting. Three ways without a diamond. I will check. It aces on a table that's currently off screen. Keeps checking. I think we might take this one down. Check video. See how our aces fare down here. Pretty nice in the sense that we flop top two. On a board with a lot of straight draws, but other than that, rainbow looking pretty nice, and what a turn. No, that's the short stacking table. We're not gonna do anything about it there. Horrible card, but we still take it down. Nice. This one we'll let go. We have this one, which we take down. Right on. Gentleman leaves the table. And I might actually ditch this one too. Need some room on the screen anyway. Overpair and a gut shot to the nuts. And interesting question here. I think with the queen against Ismo, who has seen me bluff a lot. We go with it and Ismo folds and we take it down on table 2 as well. Stuff. Nope. We'll actually scratch that. We're gonna stick around on this table, have a crazy dude to our left. And an unknown joining right across from us. Decent starting hand here. Man, the dealer's working hard on the off-screen table. We keep getting hands there, and I keep having to move it over. And we have the king, queen, queen, jack. Take it down here. And blind versus blind, I think we get to re-raise this. It's the only spot where we can. Here we can't do anything. He goes for it. course unfortunate, but now we're gone with it as well. Are up against aces. Our suits are good. That's not a nice board for us. Need a jack or a queen. Doesn't do it. Up here we get to re-raise. And we flop a little bit nicer down there. Turn not so great, but we are at heads up here. Yeah, and first of all here, I'm not gonna bet flop when check check. That's a decent question. We're still betting. Take it down on table 4, take it down here. Let's see what ends up happening up here. Short second PLO 50 table versus MJ. We turn amazing. Still gonna check into him. He's doing a lot of betting for us. Yep, so he does. Gonna come over the top now. Wins PLO. No, I had to move back down from PLO 50. The runs of the last couple of weeks were too brutal. And yeah, I needed to move back down. That's the long and the short of it, unfortunately. There's the aces on the short second cable. So I am playing PLO 50 here, but down here only because a very crazy player is sitting to our right and we are short stacking for 30 big blinds, bought in for 15 euros there. It's a decent question that the dealer's asking. See what happens when the action comes to us. Nice hand over here. What's the PPT rankings? Okay, that's interesting. Here we get called. Trollman, also interesting. Still gonna check once more. Gonna check and win it apparently. We're not winning this one. What? Shows you what I know. How's that possible? How's that legal? That part I came over the top, which is alright. Ace King 7-5. Well, because you block aces and kings, I would assume. You're double suited. You have 2 high flushes at your disposal. Take one off here for that sizing for sure. Giving us 2 pair unfortunately puts a flush out there. Oh, sorry, I thought I had checked there already. Also a very wide open here, but we flop quite nicely. He checks, which is interesting. Gonna check in a moment as well. So none of the straights got there. We blocked the straights a little bit, not too much though. Well, actually we do block them decently. The 7 and the 9. I'm gonna let it go without a spade. With a spade I'd call here, decent amount. Down with the kings. Razam, good luck to you. I went to sleep. Fair enough, Razam. Thanks for playing in a home game, man. I followed it to your open, but we bet. I was about to ask where to get those mushrooms. King 7-5. I think it is close to 3-bet, yeah. But I also think it can be done. Whoa, no, he comes out of the woodworks. What's happening here? And I mean, we need to let it go, but no, here we get the call. Here everything is well, but here is the one I mean. Everybody a bit nutty there down there, aren't they? And this one we need to let go. Pair. It's close. It's close. Well, that's one river we're not folding on. That's a given, and we doubled up there. Pretty sweet. Against the King Jack. And normally I'd leave this table, now that I doubled up from my short stacking. With MJ here, might want to stick around a bit. In any case, Shazam! Putting us back almost at where we started today. Well, where we started this session. Actually improved for the session. Now I lost a little bit off screen in the meantime. But now we're back up to almost 9 binds of profit. Jesus. Thanks for the welcome back. Dinner was Spartan, but good. German bread. Well, not really Spartan, but German bread and German, on that case actually, was it Hungarian salami, Hungarian sausage? And you can't go wrong with German bread. So it's rather excellent on the whole. Thanks for asking. And also thanks for the good lucks. Make this a rundown. I would work with it. But here in a KO tournament, just have to let it be. Saturday bets is a bet. It's quite a nice board to see bet on, I feel. We get enough folds to give that a shot. Due to blocking ace, king, yeah. I think that's what makes it a reasonable raising hand there. Part measure, welcome back. Back on the grind. You know it. You know what? I'm gonna ditch this table once the blinds come around. I'm not playing PLO 50 for full binds right now. And MJ Fox or no MJ Fox. Gonna leave there. Here, wait here. We're not doing anything either. Need to conserve our chips. Wait for a few better hands. Down here. Wait, here? We get the call. I think it's fine-ish. Hey, nice turn. So very likely, unless somebody has a 10 slow played it, we are not going to win a huge one. But I feel if I lead out here, I'm just getting way too many folds. Now we are going big-ish, hoping somebody has a 10 or flush or something they want to call with. Well, before we get to leave the table, we are blessed, hopefully blessed, with a nice hand there. Have aces here, which we get to squeeze with, that's fine. Here we get to raise, which is of course awesome. Against the underfull, now that's just a nasty one. For that person. In the tournament here. Are pretty sweet. Right, take that down. With the aces we flop pretty sweet. And we're gonna push this, I think, even... Yeah, we're definitely pushing this. Well, flops are great here, so we're not investing more money on that board. Take it down. You know what, I think we're ditching the PLO 10 table. We have one PLO 50 table on screen, so if you have a RunItOnce table waiting on more RunItOnce tables, and I have plenty of microgaming tables currently, actually more than fit on screen, but I am gonna play as many as I can because they're quite juicy right now. It's a top 10% 10-handed, 12% 6-handed. It affects post-flop playability in its rankings. Alright, alright, interesting. Very interesting. What is PPT? Not quite sure I came across that abbreviation yet. So, ditching the PLO 50 table now. Down here, on the button it's probably alright. We're going with this one if you get raised. Both backdoor flushes. Okay. So interesting. This SPR here, we're parting it. Sorry, here. And that's 2 pair for you, right? That's unfortunate. Down here where we got raised, we're gonna go in for the check raise ourselves. End up making the straight here. I bet the turn because nobody else did. Check to me around us again. Yeah, and here we're going with the check raise. Here we get called and are good. Wait, we're that deep? Oh, I hadn't realized that. Alright. Ooh. That's good for us right now. Nice! Shazam, no mistake! Not making us hate having lost the PLO 20 table hand on Rio then, I guess, after that takedown. Very sweet. Here the middle set, yeah, not a fun spot for him either. So, we're sitting on 6 tables, one of them RunItOnce currently, and I also have a 7th table open, which I'm gonna move over whenever something interesting happens there. Actually, one of the tables is the short tournament here, which is not gonna last too long. Right, we have a hand down here. Flop, decent. 2 people, huh? I think we'll check against 2 peeps. Gives us a nut flush draw and a gutter to the nuts, which we still have. We're not folding at this point. Also not betting on this card. Both of them check. Yeah. A bit thin. What the what now? I limped here? Why the hell would I do that? I probably hit the wrong button. He bets we're gonna call. I suspect we're gonna be good here a lot. To be honest, yep. Pro Poker Tools. Oh, duh. Yeah, okay, I've just never seen the abbreviation. Thank you. Once again, we're in a nice spot for the day. On Myco, we're up like 175 bucks, and on Rio, I think we're up... Actually, I don't know. We're still up 4 buy-ins on Rio as well, putting us up more than 10 buy-ins. Wow. Pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. So is this, we're not going for 3 streets here. Ooh, we have a hand in the tournament. And this guy does something. No, what are the... Lines pretty high already. Take it down on the PLO 20 table. Table 1. And their table is down to heads up. That is a pity. Flop, oh sorry, flop okay here. I think, given the stack to pot ratio, all that jazz, we're just pushing this one. And take it down. Oh. So, looks like we are in need of another PLO 10 table then. Wait, did I? Oh, sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you waiting. This gentleman down here definitely firing on all cylinders. Judging by his stacks, a proper, by his stats, a proper red tag. As on Rio, it would be a proper pink shirt. Nope. It's in. On the bounty tournament, they're 19, they're actually 16 entries there, or have been. So first place would be 18 bucks, first 4 getting paid. And it's not a progressive tournament, you just get 250 for each, for everybody you knock out. Bounties stay the same throughout. And it's just for a little bit of fun and for me to use up my points on micro that I can't, some of the points I can't use otherwise. There's some sort of bonus type of deal. Probably better just to shove, occurs to me. How about that board? Let's go with a really weird absolute min bet. I wouldn't mind everybody sticking around here. Go big or go home, and this is the motto in that one. 10 points up indeed, yeah! Shazam! This is a no mistake. Board pairing doesn't change anything. We push the money in here if we're behind. We need to make the royal flush. Yeah, I'm not just calling down here. We're just going with this one. Again, it's like it's a free roll for us. If he has king jack, we have some what? Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me. Pot measure. If you're on Discord, you can contact some people there on my Discord, or yeah, you'll be helped on our Discord as well. I'm sure people in the chat can also give you some advice. Right, so what's the deal here? Pair, open-ender, min bet. Let's do that, and let's turn like this. This is awesome. Bounty is in play. Am I showing the right table? No. Let's rectify that. Also have a... Got a true straight flush this time. And now get the aces. Good stuff. What's happening down here? Unknown character, sevens. Because it's, I call it because it's double suited, the famous last words. I think it's way more of a fold than anything else. Well, not saving any money here. And up here, we're not saving any money either, I think. SPR points. That's interesting. Did end up betting here. Did take it down. We are doing nice. Oh, come on! Wait, what happened? You ace-10, you make the what? Okay, that was a very confusing run out. So everybody kind of liked what happened here. I liked it on the flop, he liked it on the turn, he loved the river. Got some money back myself on the river because I blamed the downswing. Ugh. Oh, Scorp! Scorp 1000, welcome back. Yeah, because of that answer in the chat, I needed to move down. I had some nasty runs. Certainly made mistakes, enough mistakes to explain some of my losses. But running nasty didn't help in the least. And so I had to move back down, yeah. I'm not gonna blame just the dealer. I would like the most. It's tough to be honest there, just because PLO is so poker in general. You're always so like even subconsciously you tend to misremember things, focus on the things you did well, and ignore the things you didn't do so well. But to the best of my knowledge and recollection, I would say like 30% things I could have avoided had I played better, and 70% just the dealer being absolutely nasty and PLO being PLO. When it comes to like the distribution of my losses, I would say 70% run bad, 30%, let's call it suboptimal play. Still gonna bet this, I think. Take it down. Interesting one happening down here, and we're deep against this guy. It's actually there would be a decent reason to leave this table, to be honest, having this guy deep against to our left. He is super profitable, but he's just in a horrible spot. And now we are in a horrible spot here. I don't think I can let this go. And that's it for us, unless he fills up, which he doesn't. Good stuff. And here, we now... Sorry. We now get to call at the very least. Ziprator, hey, welcome back. Soon, actually soon it's gonna be PLO 500, because we had to move back down. I think you just heard it. Gonna let this go. And here we're gonna bet now. Yeah, I had to move back down. I mean, as you can tell, I'm in good spirits about it. Made my peace with it. Just because we're not getting queens out at this point. Wait, how did we not? Yeah, we did split this one, okay. Interesting one in the tournament. Decent wrap. We get to try again with a set of sevens. Did we just... Isn't that like a slight déjà vu there? We've been here before. Giving us the nut straight, unfortunately. Well, you can see. Hey, quads make the flush on the board way more bearable. And still gonna bet big here. Ziprator, but except except for the fact that I needed to move back down, I'm doing rather excellently. Thank you for asking. I hope the same is true for you. But PLO 500 has to wait for a while until we can take our, what, third run at PLO 50. Without a club, we're just letting this one go. But we are doing quite nicely at PLO 20 today. In terms of PLO 20 buy-ins, we actually had 2 pair, wow. We are up 10 buy-ins, actually more now, after we won that one on table 5. So this guy is fun. Not so sure about this one. Blind versus blind, king 10 9 deuce, probably fine. up pretty alright too. You doing the what now, mate? Going with that. I have the same hand. He was free rolling us a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. Could have made a higher 2-pair and a higher and a flush, not just a higher flush, because we didn't have one ourselves. Scorp, do I review my game often? Not as often as I should, is the brutally honest answer there. Something I need to work. I will work on quite soon. And pre-session habits, no, not really. I usually get up, have a shower, you know, drink coffee, do all this, and then I start streaming and playing poker. We're not gonna fold this one. One, be nice. I've been showing up with questionable hands all the time. This time, get a hand that beat us. Scorp, it's something I'm gonna change quite soon. Last 2 weeks I didn't really get much downtime from streaming because of all the promotions on Rio, and I just wanted to play them, so I didn't take too many days off. That'll change quite soon. Could we make it decent question? I think I am gonna raise it up. Wait, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have called here. I thought this guy had folded and this guy was the raiser, and I was closing the action. I wouldn't call this one out of the small blind. My bad. However, that's looking all right. Yeah, so in the future, Scorp, I'll be taking 2 days off a week, usually Sundays and, was it Wednesdays? And I'll definitely take next Wednesday off, probably take this Sunday off as well, and then get some studies, some review time in, besides some relaxation. And I also go on a vacation next weekend. Devon, there won't be able to get any study time in. Well, maybe actually. Maybe a little bit. I can take some stuff along. And then I'll make it a more regular occurrence, because I sorely need it. I have plenty of areas where I already know that I want to study them, and plenty of areas where I know this is where I need to improve. On this board I still don't terribly mind coming over the top here. Even though with bottom set it is... can get you in a lot of tricky situations, or just straight up losing situations. Check here, and gonna raise this one. Not a nice run out, and not the best flop for us. Just gonna check. Check once more. Not entirely sure if I fold here now. Nope. Nice kings and eights. Took it down on table 1, I think you saw. And Scorp also additionally, as soon as I'm able to import hands into Poker Tracker or Hold'em Manager, we will do hand review sessions on this channel as well. think we're best off leading this one. Here we are definitely checking. Interesting turn, giving us a pair, got her. Checks really quickly, in that case we'll bet large. We get raised, which is amazing. Make 2 pair, which is nothing to sneeze at. Check behind. We're good often enough, so we are. And here he has to bet a flush draw. Does not get there this time. Sweet. Not a 3-betting hand, especially not against an MP on the button. In the small blind, versus the button open, you can 3-bet that one. Also Shazam! Lots of Shazamming going on for us. So, this table I will probably ditch. It's because it's an awkward spot here against a very aggressive dude to our left. It's a very profitable gentleman, but not a very profitable situation. Damn it, I should have clicked that button. In the tournament there are 7 of us left. I'm trailing behind, least amount of chips there. Raising this one up a little. Take it down. No, heads up here for some reason. The seeding script on microgaming is sometimes troubling in the tournaments. Oh man, that's so brutal. Another red tag sitting down to our right. But still, I'm gonna stick to my guns. Leave this one for the aforementioned reasons. I could have just potted it here. Take it down. Sweet. Ace is down here. Oh, and now we're on the final table up here. You're so good at sets today. I can't argue with that. Yeah, I am. Whew. Yeah, and I'm also good with other stuff. I hope I get to show you. Bunch of tables happening right now. Here is the E-small. That'll be fun. Very loose call. Actually, it's not that terrible. We do flop very nice, however, and I think I'm gonna go... Yeah. Checking his remaining stack there. We're just going with that one. Come on. That would be us. Nice. Ah, this one's close. We go with the min raise. In the tournament, this is fine. Just gonna call. Ooh, very nice aces over here. Interesting board. Comes over the top, don't have aces. No, we split this one up, that's fair. What's happening here? We are gonna bet this, I believe. Wait, lots of things happening. I'm taking it down. Here. Sorry, we need to let go. This is pushing it, going for the bluff. Yeah. Ooh, well, excuse me. Hope you have a great vacation. Thank you. I think I will too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be fishing the whole day, so I'll be beat when I come back. I think I'll be exhausted, but in the best possible manner. Gonna be on a boat the whole day. So first misstep in a while at PLO 20 now on microgaming. That hand there. Wasn't necessary to go in for the bluff or do anything but check, fold. Late rec still open in this one? I don't know, but the first 4 places are being paid. And it didn't cost me anything to enter, I just used my points. Not folding, especially not for this sizing. And our better set is, well, better. Where does it leave us? We made some money back on on Rio, where we're up 2.5 binds, I believe. On Micro, we're up 60 with rakeback 170. Actually, a little less since one of my bonuses ran out and will be renewed in the next days. So, around 165. So we're still up like 200 bucks. Just, of course, absolutely amazing. In the tourney, I don't think we're gonna get very far unless we catch a lucky hand. Right, ace check 4, still only a call, I believe. Interesting. Up here is this bet sizing, we have the open ender. Are calling for now. Already keeps checking, I do appreciate that. He checks. Did that as well. It's a top pair which might sometimes be a little good here, given the way this hand played on the turn. To check behind and happy to split this one up, that's fair. Letting this go. After bar, welcome back. Session has started well. I think we, I don't know if we're breaking even for the session. For the day, well, you just heard. We're up just over 10 buy-ins. Actually, we're up for the session since I lost 2 buy-ins just before the stream started. Or 2.5. 2 with very sensible bluffs that unfortunately did get called. And 1 where the other guy got lucky. Caught a good river. Checking sounds fine. Sorry, here I believe I was showing the wrong pot. We still take it down. Okay. Be good. Only in this hand because it was min raised. A lot of white players on this table. Otherwise, you know, I'm not folding this always. And now we get to raise it up a little bit. It's peculiar about microgaming that you're now not on the final table anymore, since late rec is still open. Hey, another PLO 20 table on RunItOnce, and now things get really busy. Are we really up against the quads here? I mean, I'm not folding. Yeah. Crazy dude, he might do the same with jacks or just tens. The other PLO 20 table open. And speaking of PLO 20 table, the first one actually filled, so table starting still works. Hang on, this PLO 10, never mind. We can ditch that one then. Down here, pretty decent. Gonna go for a c-bet and a 3-bet pot. So I made a mistake in another hand. I'll show you in a moment. Take this one down. That's quite a relief. Here we're just potting it. Here, sorry. And I came out of top pre when I didn't notice. I couldn't even tell you what I didn't notice. I had did something wrong. Sorry, too many tables. Tough time articulating my thought process. Nice. Right, it was super multi-way. We were he raised, had 2 callers. Just move this out of the way. And we double up in the bounty. 8. So next time around his bounty is gonna be in play. And we get aces right after. Over here I raised, he came over the top. We flop. Pretty decent. I hope it's not too hectic for you with the switching. It certainly feels a little bit hectic to me. Hope you can stomach it. Putting it here sounds good to me. Take it down on table 1. Very nice flop. Money's gone in. Well, not a very nice flop, but we block straights. We have the nut flush draw, and we end up taking it down. Pretty sweet. If he now raises, we're gonna come over the top, try to go after his bounty. Which is not progressive, it stays the same. And that's gonna be tough to recover for him. And we take down a bounty, Shazam! So much needed chips. Is that short? Okay, well, then. Aces, we have all the outs we need, actually. Don't get any of them. Must be nice. Great starter, this limit. Agreed! Thank you. Yes, a decent start indeed. Ooh, we get a decent spot here, where we have aces and get 3-bet. What is the MTT? It is a... hang on. I'll see you in a moment. It is a €5 buy-in knockout tournament on microgaming, and I just played because I always get some points that I can't convert into cash, and so like bonus points on top of my bonus points basically, and then those I can only use for tournament buy-ins. Wow, we're doing nicely. Very sweet there. It's 27 in profit, and yeah, that's why I play this tournament, so I don't, you know, I'm not heartbroken if I lose it. Unfortunately, the bounties are non-progressive, so they always stay at 250, I believe. Another PLO 20 table firing off. Now things get super busy. Jesus Christ. Oh. Right. We're gonna come over the top here, trying to get that bounty once more. Unfortunately, this guy now is a claim to the pot. Well, we're not folding. 2 bounties in play. And that's a good start for us. Plenty of ways to lose this hand. This would be one against him. Unfortunately, both of them make a straight. That's just nasty. That is just nasty. You know, we're sitting on 9 tables currently, which is a bit much. Ooh, nice board. Without a spade, we're just raising this one right away. Show the right one? Yeah, I do. And he needs a flush and a flush only. Does not get it. Instead we fill up and take down another, almost a full buy in there. I have a re-raising hand down here and a hand in the MTT. Gonna seep it here always. I'm gonna just YOLO it here. Card, I'm gonna give up at this point. And we're doing quite nicely again. Ooh, he flops the world. We need a king and a king only. 2 outs for us. GG. Got 250 out of that exercise. Not bad. And cutting down on tables a little bit in the process now. Whew, busy few minutes. The 10 big blind drop here. So that puts us now at over 200 euros won on microgaming today in 415 hands on micro. This is of course massive. Holding. Up a pair. I have a pair. Take it down with the aces pre. Three, 10. Putting us 13 buy-ins in profit currently, that whole affair with all the hands that happened recently, yeah. We got MJ Fox, the crazy dude, on the one off-screen table that I still have. Gotta check this one. Let's ship that as well then. I tried. Got the money in quite okay on the whole. Fortunately, everybody in the mother ended up making a straight, and in that one we got nastily outflopped by a hand we had crushed. No regrets. But I appreciate the words of the bar. Let's ship that, especially with that as well. That's pretty good. So, 2 PLO 20 tables on Rio, 4 that are on the screen on micro, and 1 that's off screen, which I'll bring over. Sure. Racerman, welcome back. Nah. Gentleman sitting out, it looks like. Or gentlewoman. Whatever the case might be. I'll stick around for a few hands, otherwise I'll happily ditch this table. Plenty of action right now. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic there. And that is a board I kinda dig. Gonna bet on, and speaking of boards and me digging them, there are a bunch of those around right now. Two pair and a nut flush draw? Yes. Please. This guy's pretty short. Might be inclined to just stick it in. Check the pairing card and now make the nut flush. Decent. Took it down with the two pair nut flush draw on table 5. And here we get to call, that's all right. Meh, right. I'm with you with the meh. Let's go here. Ends up betting in the end. Actually could have bet the flop. I honestly just now realized I had two pair. Alright. Much happier times over here, where Slick Jack decides to be slick, hopefully with jacks. That would be sweet. Well, this SPR, money's going in. Actually pretty easy peasy. And that is perfect. Here, against MJ, usually this is a fold. Against MJ I'm raising to ISO, basically. This guy here, who's nuttier than Squirrel Poo. Alright, don't mind doing that against you. Some help, need an ace. And an ace only at this point. And he takes it down. Fair enough. Ooh. Now, if he does that again, I'm actually willing... Oh, we're deep against this guy, that's a problem. I was gonna say I'm willing to come out the top here again. And I think I still am. It's gonna be a raise fold, however. But I think it still makes a lot of sense here. Calls, we're gonna be very careful. If he raises, we are gonna be very out. Against you, we don't mind at all. This time we have... Ooh, you have us in bad shape. And... MJ Fox getting lucky there, doubling up twice against us. Very unfortunate. I don't mind either of those spots and the way we've handled them. Super crazy action. Any table with Parsa. Oh yeah, Parsa. But thanks, man, for the super deep tip. Actually don't have those in my filter. Let me check. There's one. Oh yeah, I can already tell. The action is good there. But no seat right now. Cheers! Real deal for real. Also, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for letting me know. Queen Jack 10 combo, a little bit too strong. Multi-bay, it's not a great hand, but he shows up with any random 4 cards, and we're gonna call, closing the action. Iffy. Man, he's good with flopping those sets, isn't he? Jesus Christ, what a run for him in 3 hands. The power of crazy. This is... This 6 is making me hesitate, but it's probably not the worst get it in get in here. Button versus blind. Other scenarios. It's a faulty... Well, wonderful. At least the queen part is. Money's gone in. This SPR, we're not putzing around. There's one pot sized left. And he has an excellent hand, of course, right now. We need some help. Don't get it. Can't really regret this, given the board. Let me check up on that one. Make the 6 higher, make the 6 a 10. It's a clear, get it in hand. Not quite sure with that 6. With the 6 is a call, but I'm right. Like the ace 8, 9, 10, jack is a raise spot, and no mistake. Running a little bit cool here for the last couple of hands. And just as I say that, he's saying be right back. Just as I say that, we get aces down here. Oof. Pair both backdoor flushes, heads up. Really strange bet sizing, if you ask me. Little showdown value, gonna go for the bluff and take it down. Stuff. Very decent turn. The river I could do without. Check, still check call. Yeah, actually with the queen here. It's fine, not betting. It's fine. Three ways, just gonna check. One off. With the sizing. That's okay. Nothing cooking there. What? What? How in the F? Okay. So, I raised here because, you know, MJ is at the table. I would like to play with him. And gonna be able to get away from this anytime soon. Nice. On the other table, I raised the kings. I think you saw, flopped the king, bet, and took it down. MJ doing what it does best, and that is putting money in with very questionable hands. It's a reasonable assumption whenever you see him raising. Sure, sometimes he's gonna show up with one, but more often than not, it's gonna be something more or less random. Maybe still go for the raise fold. Either way is fine. We get it down to heads up, that would of course be wonderful. Which we do, and we flop okay. Out of position, gonna bet larger. If he comes over the top, we ain't folding. And over here, this is a reasonable one to start bluffing, sort of, I think. We have the ace, and we have all the nines. Took it down on table 3 with kings, hearts. Of course, you know, if he comes over the top, we are done. But we do take that one down. Pretty sweet. Nope. Sure. So 6, yeah, I think it's kind of alright. Interesting board. Go for the bet fold as the 3-better. Gonna choose the large sizing here. Ooh, nice. 3-bet here, which is perfectly alright. Flop is less exciting. 5's pairing. Problem is this guy, Ismo here, who called a bunch of my bluffs today, and now that he bets out, he's saving me the trouble of maybe getting overly creative. Which in the end, I'm not sure if I would have. MJ back at it. So certainly getting some money back on microgaming after we lost a little bit there. Yes, please. And getting some money back on Rio as well. Was a limp part I completed, then very loose aggressive. The very loose aggressive lady Jacqueline. Oh, nice name. Raised, and she's gonna bet for value. Down in the process. Sure. And we're still up more than 10 buy-ins. Actually, let me check. Yeah. 210, 212, 220 bucks, something like that. Gutter, nut flush drop, nut flush blocker, just gonna fold. Against the pot size. MJ raises, we're not folding. MJ now really deep. put us into some tough spots in the future. Here, however, no reason to leave. We got him to our right. If you're sitting to our left, things might be a bit more tricky. Holy Batman turn. Pretty good one, and I'm gonna pot it here. Yeah. Check behind sounds good to me. Interesting turn. I don't think he would check many flush draws, this guy. We're definitely calling for now. Catch a nice run out here. Gonna go for pot again. We'll still do this with blockers. He checks and we shall check behind and we are good. On the off chance that he has the lower straight, gonna raise it up. Does not. We have all the sets over here, still have the best possible hand. Quite the best possible hand anymore. Sorry. Didn't go for the bluff. Probably wouldn't have worked in that I just felt I wanted to call down. Way under c-bets on the flop. Eh. What the fuck? Sorry. Still, what the fuck? Another PLO 20 table on Rio. Any microgaming tables I can ditch? We get aces there, offsuit, but aces. Let me see. Find a room for that. And what a nice flop. We are gonna pot this one. Take it down. The MJ table, we have a hand, Jack, 10-9. Man, I would be tempted. Matter of fact, I am tempted since we're deep against him, but I think I'll let caution rule my actions there. And I actually found a table I can ditch. Because 8 tables is a bit too much. Good old min raise. This shall not stand. Treat this as a blind, basically. No, let's see. Never mind. Made a small mistake with the hut. No big deal. Happily checking behind here. That gutter. Make it 2 pair. The blocker. You know what, with that 8 in my hand? Yeah, that's what I would have done, basically. Now that he does it, we are letting this one go. Go for the lead as a bluff. Well, not actually a lead, since we are acting behind him. Down here, happily betting. Deep against any of these guys does make a difference. Eric giving us a flush draw. I think I'll keep going. There's that flush. Get called by Ismo here. Checking against him sounds pretty good to me. Try to go for really thin value. And take it down, nice. Not bluffing Ismo. Was not the greatest spot since we're blocking diamonds so hard. Yeah, just need to let go. Looks like the smallest rate. Might be the ace, the nut straight as well sometimes. Not making the straight. Okay. I think going for value is the worst idea. Hoping somebody has a set. Nobody would have had anything, but still, wouldn't have minded. Checking behind without a heart sounds reasonable. Yeah, for the sizing. Will that be? That's gonna be a tough one. First up, wait, what? Down. Confused. Take it down. So, first of all, I called because, you know, it's MJ was the original raiser. Don't mind playing this hand. And once it got 3-bet, I figured I want to see a flop. Debatable. Nice! Thin value confirmed. Very nice. It's unfortunate. River giving me a little bit of hope. And I river the nuts over here. checking. Sounds good. And we are good there. Him get a call. Hang on. Something happening against Jay here. 40 euro pot. Looks like we didn't get a call. It looks like Ido is winning this one. Oh, that's not bad. And sure, let's start building a pot. Or not. MJ left the table. And table 3. Fair enough. See, did you join another one? He did, but it's a 50-cent $1. I could short stack there. Nah, that's not. Could buy in for 30 and short stack. But since short stacking is very volatile, very swingy, nah, don't feel like it. It would suck to lose 1 or 2 buy-ins just to variance. Calling here is fine, raising would not be. So things quieting down a little bit, sitting only on 6 tables now. 2 of them from Rio. We have a gutter, backdoor nut flush draw via heads up. Take one off here, that's a nice one to have roll off. No mistake. Bluffing here. I think I'm not gonna do anything. So now I actually gain showdown value. I will... He also called really quickly. I'll just check behind and be good. You know. Also checking here. And we're also good there. Wow. How's any of that possible? So hang on. I was showing the wrong... Was I showing the wrong tables? I'm not sure. Man, we're certainly flopping nice with our aces today. That can't be denied. For these flops when we're playing PLO 50. Mind you, not complaining. We rechecked that board, we just bet on. Yeah, it's fine. Start betting. That's a hand. The last one I would of course given up. This one we are not folding to raise. Not the board I was envisioning, but it's one I'll take. Raising this up, I think. Oof. Now that I wouldn't have expected, especially not after he led the turn again. They're gonna go for the bet fold. Not getting bluffed on a pairing river, basically ever. Probably another table full of crazies. Gonna keep it open to the side. Actually, I won't because my other table, one of my other tables is breaking. I'm a little bit out of line, going for the bluff here. We do have a gutter to the nuts, which is helpful. Nice. Getting the fold is also very helpful. Few too many gaps to consider raising. Certainly not a calling spot. Just curious, keeping an eye on the MJ table, the PLO 100 table, not joining it though. Very decent aces over here with a jack and an 8 and 2 suits. That's gonna be interesting. Kings on another table, aces on this one where we get to come over the top. Actually, we're just gonna min raise here. This guy's really short. Kings on the other table took it down. Here, checking some more. More aces on table 6, wow. He does come in for the raise. Very nice. Kings and 3s versus aces, and that's probably gonna be it for him. Yep. No, wait, he could make a flush. Does not do so. Good stuff. Over here, judging by my stack, we must have lost the hand. Der Alte, welcome back. Raised here, really. These are way more draws than made hands. I'm gonna take a look at the turn. Alright, we'll get back to that. Here versus Dirty Mike. Main reason why I sat down on this table. I will take another one off. Pray it's not gonna be a heart, which it isn't giving us. We're now beating all the 10s. Not quite sure what to do. I think I'll check behind. If he was bluffing, we're not getting any value. And it's tough to see what calls it. The ace 10 maybe, that's pretty much the only thing, but we blocked that pretty hard. No! Alright, so it wasn't a great hand that he had on the flop. He had 2 pair though, it's not very bad. Take this one down. Who were the tourneys? Ah, that's an excellent question. I can't check right now, because I can't open stars right now. Go for the pot size. I knew I came third and second. That's all I can tell you right now. But aren't you an admin in the home game club? You can maybe check yourself if you want. Oh, we have a bunch of interesting spots. Here we get raised by Ismo. Sorry, here not folding just yet. Oh. Now we've got a bunch of spots. Raising here. Ah, Ismo, bane of my existence on micro. He plays reasonably well and also just runs pure against me. Get out on table 4 with the re-raise on the ace-jack board. A bunch of draws. And now the trouble is he might want to bluff. He doesn't, fortunately. Are we good? Are you shitting me? I'm telling you, man, this guy runs pure against me and no mistake. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think you can check yourself. And even if you're not an admin, you can go into standings and see what ended up happening. Probably gonna slow the betting down a lot. Board pairing. MJ left at PLO 100 table again. I assume he lost. A reasonable assumption, mostly. Alright. This is way more up my alley. That 8 I certainly could do without. That's a nice run out there. Here we fill up. Do we let the flop at a turn? Sorry. Could call down here, but have another decent hand. Every 1,000 BB pot. Oh, sorry, man. I feel your pain against these people. That is no fun at all. Ugh. Man, it's 1,000 BB pot. That's just horrible. That's horrible. No two ways about it. Yeah, I can see Parsa sitting on what, a 14 buy-in stack on one of the tables. Knowing Ismo, he just made tens full. Wouldn't be shocked. Okay, end up making a straight here. Excuse me, the other thing. I think it's not a straight. I'll let it go. Very frisky 3-bet here. And against the 4-bet we let it go. See, how frisky is that? Let me check. Yeah. Usually doesn't get played. Never mind then. Two pair. Sure, let's start betting. Okay. Done here, I start bluffing and I'll continue bluffing with all the 8s in my hand. I guess on the turn it was the semi-bluff, so did have that flush draw, take it down, and are closing this table in a second, which suits me just fine since another one just opened up. Even three-handed, even triple suited. As long as we let it go to a raise, let's check this one out. To lose again. Yeah, a little bit. Here, let me check out that hand. So, here. We do that, and here we check behind against the small blind, turn amazing. Turn off the sounds there. Ugh, that looks horrible. Really, for real, that is just nasty. It hurts just seeing that. Very nice. Looks like the Parsar character left at least one of the tables. Wait, what's going on? I'll let this one go. Not too many flops we're gonna like. Yeah, Parsa has left the building, it looks like. Nah. Really not the board I would check on with over pairs, which is what I would be repping basically. Sometimes I guess I rep a 3 as well if I bet, but I prefer to check. So how we doing? Some recent shenanigans happened. Nothing much really happens on Rio. We're still up 2 buy-ins to the best of my knowledge. By that I mean that I'm not entirely sure what we started the day with, but I think I do, and I think we're up 2 buy-ins. How about microgaming then? Microgaming, we're up 170 plus, let's call it 10. Rakeback is a little bit lower right now until one of my bonuses gets reinstated. So 180 plus, so 220, putting us 11 buy-ins in profit still. Pretty good stuff. Opted to check here. Certainly opting to check here. This one we're not letting. Ugh. Nah. Not quite see it. Not gonna bluff, I think. Well, we don't have hearts. Nah. We have some showdown value. Wonderful. Oof. Really? Oh, I ain't folding. Also nasty one, real deal for real. Although that one you played pretty loose. Especially given that you were so deep. Not criticizing there, I completely understand against a player like this. I open up my ranges a lot. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just nasty. Oof. Here, came over the top, flopped quite nicely. Just checking, letting this one go now. Looks a brilliant table, yeah. Those do look like brilliant tables, I agree. Although there's a straight out there. Alright. 3 pair, 3 base to fill up, and the nut flush draw on top now. Ooh, on the best table right now, the crazy table here. Not on this guy. Just attack. You have aces against Dirty Mike. A happy thing indeed. Here, not able to let it go. Might slow down the betting. Here this board certainly slows down mine, I believe. Yeah. So not folding here. Wow, nice. Goes for it now. we have to let this go, right? Can get a happy call down here. Yeah, let it go on the other table. It's strange, the whole deal. Got a flush draw over pair. Tight character. Alright. Nice. What are we up against? Ace, queen, queen, deuce. So we had a top set. Okay. Nasty for you, my friend. So let's stick to the most interesting table for the most of the time. Chi-Ching! Welcome back in the channel, Chi-Ching. If you want to see a, not just a nice person, but also a very nice no-limit tournament channel, check out Chi-Ching and hers. And her channel, of course, what I mean. Yeah, I'm sorry, get a few spots here. Certainly see betting this one. Rain. Alright, let's just check. You're not straight. Always Chi-Ching. I love your channel. Love what you do on it. You definitely deserve the shout out. And we win against another straight. Here we turn quite amazing. Alright, let's check then. I don't see the point in betting now had he checked. Also don't see a point in raising, we just let it be. I think is the move here. We're sitting on all the interesting Rio tables and still have that one. Sorry, all the interesting MPN tables. Sitting on the one Rio table. To this day, I keep confusing those two sites. I don't know why. The wrong name pops out. Called here, closing the action. Be fine. We're gonna go for the check raise. Get two, if not I'll lead. Which would have been a fine move on the flop as well. Something I would be well advised doing more of. Leading in general. Turn or double gutter now. Bunch of hearts involved. This flop, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna slice up here a little bit without a heart. Decided to come over the top here, which is right. Take it down with the sixes. Interesting board and definitely a cool hand over here. That does give us the straight, right? Right. Certainly does. Time for a pint at the bar and back to grind then. Right on. This being a race spot against this guy. Still doing it. I was way too passive in these spots where I just called, and according to the Matrix, this is a clear race on the button. Button versus blind dynamic. And Clincy Hizzle, hey, welcome back. Icing on the cake, NutRaisin streaming. Oh, Yuching, you are just the nicest. Cheers. So, what do we do now? An excellent question. I think with this SBR. I'm basically hoping to get kings to fold here is main thing, and yeah, the thing at the forefront of my thoughts. That's the hand I would really hate to. Like, if he has 7, you wouldn't tank that long, but if he has 7, then so be it. That's fine. Phew! Very nice. So, any big developments recently? No. I think we're down like $6 since last time we checked on micro, but that's about it. That's a pretty huge turn for us. Not quite sure what we're supposed to do now. I think we're still betting it. If he raises for some reason, then the money's going in. Such a great turn. Not giving up on it. Up here, we block the nuts. Top pair. Gonna start betting how much extra? A little bit. 2 big blinds. The weekend. Also just reached my 1K kilometers challenge on my way back home cycling. So excited and proud. Proud indeed, man. Yeah, lady. You should be. That's awesome. Very happy to hear that, Chiching. Well done. Making me feel like a proper slouch, which I am. So, really nothing you did, but more something I neglect doing, i.e. exercising a bit. Yeah, oh, you're still down for a week now with the flu. Like the proper flu, not just a cold, then I don't envy you at all. The cold, you usually get to enjoy a few days at home. Like, enjoy some of these days at least. With the flu, not necessarily. We just hope it ends. Quite often. Even closing the action. Let's not do that. Could be mad if 10 rolls off either. Hey, that looks a bit nicer. Even though the quality of the tables went down rapidly on micro currently. They used to be amazing, now they're acceptable at most. I don't know, with the 9 to 7 here, decent blockers wouldn't have minded terribly c-betting here. And I guess I called a min raise. Raised here. Double suited. We're definitely calling this. Nice future blockers at least. Closing the action. Hoping for kings. Flop like this might have some potential for us. I thought we'd take one off. Happier times up here. Yeah, we are gonna bet this. And what a nice flop. Took it down with that hand. Here I have more aces. Take it down on this table as well. You saw not look like a sleuth. Good genes is all I can say. But I'll take it. Chiching, you are just the nicest. Table I'm showing. This one where we flopped the bottom set. Certainly a loose call all in all. Ish. Done a few smallish pots here and there on other tables that were not on screen. Sorry about that. Oh, sleuth. Yeah, I had the wrong word. I guess sloth. Like what's the word for lazy person? I had the wrong. Sleuth would be like a dog that has a really good nose. A tracking dog, basically. My bad. Take that one down. Here once again, I think. Hang on, I'll find the word I was thinking about. Nope. Sloth. Yeah, sloth. A sloth bear, I guess. I'll go with that one. Sorry, here. It's usually a fold on this table. Maybe we can get away with a call. Diamond down, that's pretty sweet, and looks like we can. Since we flop amazing, and gonna lead this one too. What, you were gone on a short trip with friends and now the airline cancelled the flight? Oh. Heads up Master, hey, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning back in. Nice to have you back, Heads up Master. Oh, your hotel is paid and non-refundable and ugh. Yeah, good times, Delta. Sorry to hear that. Isn't there, like, I don't know how it works. I'm not a legal person, like a legal expert by any means. But if they cancel your reservation, are they going to be at least in part liable for your costs of the flight? I sure hope so. I fear not, but I hope they are. Sure. Totally happy about it. We will be in position, which is still meaningful. Even at this SPR. Still some advantage there. Opened up a 7th table on the side. I'll bring it over. Crazy people sitting down there. Bring it over when something happens. I second Chi-Ching there. If you ever get to a chance to play live, it is amazing. For sure. Gets Dirty Mike. Don't mind bumping it up. That dealer is asking an interesting question. Without a spade, I think all is good here. Checking. Here, we are gonna lead this one with a very decent wrap on a rainbow board. For a change, usually I check here. Gonna check once more. Pot smallish, rivering the second nuts. This is on the Rio table. Take it down here. And now that's a nasty turn. Okay, let's go with checking. Ooh, the Rio table is gonna be fun. Because we get the 3-bet from Jacqueline. End up making the straight, gonna bet a 2 in a moment. And more fun ahead, since we get 3-bet with aces here as well by a tight character. Called, money's going in. Here money's going in as well. And on the straight we didn't get called but took it down. So money going in twice, huh? Let's see how we fare. Get a fold, that's quite nice. Get a fold here and get aces on a Dirty Mike table. None of these guys unfortunately is prone to coming over the top, so when does he get good cheats? Oh, teaching my I'm not a native speaker myself, so I do what I can. I'll take the compliment. Cheers for that, and isn't that amazing? Now, if Dirty Mike calls, which he doesn't, okay, then I would have just min-raised, so he can come over the top again. I believe he would be able to, yeah, I think so. Doesn't necessarily need to be aces. 8% 4-bet. It's not, it's kings, and we have a king ourselves. Oh, come on, come on, keep it up. He cannot, no, he can't win. Nice! And now I can finally verbalize, can finally come up with why your name, Chi-Ching, always struck me as slightly amusing from the get-go. Because the word kaching, I don't know, is it the same in English? But kaching is what in German you would say, like if you have a windfall of money, if you hit the jackpot in a casino, you go like kaching. Because it's sort of, I think it's supposed to be the sound that these old school registers made 100 years ago, like the mechanical ones 50 or 100 years ago. Ooh, on the table we have off the screen Danny Wood sat down. Danny Wood is a fun character. We also have Janka to our right, who's a nut job in her own right. Actually, I'm gonna give this table a spot at the main screen in a moment. For this one. We'll take one off. Maybe we get a lucky turn like this. Okay, I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. And we're doing well here. Nice. A little bit of a bad beat for her, him, whatever. Let's not. So I brought this table over to the main screen now. Table 4 and table 5 have characters. This one right across. Here we have Dirty Mike to our right. Against whom we are now deep, but in position, so that I don't mind. If he would be sitting to our left, I would think about switching tables. And I think things are going into the right direction still. Check up on that. Yeah, on microgaming we're up 216 plus, let's call it 12. Actually, we can probably call it 14 in Rakeback. So that's 230. What a run today. Plus some profit on Rio as well, which clocks in at close to 3 buy-ins. So let's call it like 50 for now. What did I say? 230 plus... Really? 280 bucks? Wow. 14 buy-ins. 1 buy-in more, and like it should be finished with 1 buy-in more than that. Then that would be the best day ever. I think so far we had a bunch of plus 14 buy-ins tables. Not a bunch, a few. But I think this would be the new record. Sloth, I think, when thinking about it. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Sloth, right? Anything for daddy. Heads up, master. You're too kind as well. Just checking the turn. I wouldn't mind either. Not going for 3 streets with this hand. Would get a refund on the tickets. Alright, alright. Well, yeah, that should be a given. I hope. I'm gonna check on this one actually, once we gain showdown value here. Bushbacker, hey, welcome back. Asking no traffic on Phil's side, or why is it that we're here on Micro? So, Phil's side has plenty of traffic. Rio has plenty of traffic at PLO 10 and PLO 50, but I had to move down from PLO 50, and we're now playing PLO 20 mainly. And so I have 1 table open at PLO 20 that's happening on Rio. The rest is going to be on microgaming. It's probably going to be like that for the foreseeable future until I'm able to move back up or more PLO 20 traffic happens on Rio. Still, all right. So it is the same reason then. I think kaching is also used in English, right? I think I heard it. Much the same context. Cool stuff. Wow, 30 viewers watching me play PLO 20 instead of PLO 50. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for being here. That raise... That's a decent question. We... Gonna let it go against this guy. Has a 3-bet percentage of 0 so far. 3-bet 0 out of 28 times. That seems to be rather tight to me. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't get to see a showdown here. No, he keeps betting. Wow. Master Yoda, welcome back. It is actually not steep, but you got it. You almost got it there, the command. Just missing that S. Pretty real looks on stream compared to other sites, especially this MPN skin. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna buy another skin, like another background. These in the past you used to get some for free. Now I'll pay a buy-in or half a buy-in, most of one PLO 20 buy-in, and purchase a better looking graphics, basically. Need to check here, unfortunately. I'm also probably gonna expand into GG poker, at least for a time, and for PLO 20. Higher, I wouldn't really want to play there with the uncapped 3% rake, but for PLO 20 it's fine. And that looks a little bit cleaner as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do something about this. First, I wanted to have a couple of good days, so I'm actually in profit for the month again. And then I'll spend some money on that, making it look a bit nicer, a bit hübscher, as the Germans would say. I completely agree. This side is pretty ugly in the old client. The new client, I don't even know if it looks nicer by now. Last time I checked it, well, really wasn't an improvement much. However, we improved quite a bit to the top set and blocking straights a bit. Good stuff. Out of position, betting large is the way to go here. On a board like this, doubly so. Wait, what happened here? Why am I in this hand? Oh, because I opened. Okay, that makes sense. Colored RunItOnce poker, please. On stream, you mean? I'll do my best, Master Yoda. Letting it go. Against Dirty Mike. Do we want to gamble a bit? Sure, we're really deep if we flop nice. We flop okay. Flop got it to the uber nuts. Straight flush. Poker in 2019. LOL. Welcome back, Poker. We see a check now, or what's the deal? We do indeed. Might end up check calling here a decent amount of the time against this guy. See? Makes a straight in the end. Oh, fair enough. This is up here. Flop the top pair. Of a blocker with the 8. PLO again. Ah, poker isn't dead. It's just that I had a horrible run. And did what needed to be done, i.e. move it down. PLO 50 was quite enjoyably soft in the past. I'm sure you saw on stream. Alright. And we're having an amazing run on PLO 20 today, for what it's worth. We're up 14 buy-ins, like 280 bucks currently. Just better than a lot of the PLO 50 days we had. At least recently, for sure. Ooh, another crazy on another table. Sit down there. It's quite a nice board. And we got quite a nice board over here. Gonna lead this. Not too large. Ha! What a turn. Actually, shouldn't have called here. I thought I was closing the action, which I wasn't. Oh man. You're killing me. Here we have to check as well. The 10 rolling off. Ace 10. Can we get lucky? No. 10 for the split, King Jack for the win. Was the Ace 10. Given this guy's stats, I should have had an easier time folding there. That money I could have saved. This one down. We'll be back there soon enough. I love your optimism, but I also think so too. Not gonna take forever. My Herren, which is my what's the best word for it in English? I guess my female boss, but it doesn't quite express the same thing. My I can't come up with the word while playing 8 tables. Anyway, you get the gist. That Master Yoda needs to leave in 15 minutes. Nope. Ooh, ace is up here. Let's do that. Runner wants so many letters. That's the only trouble, yeah. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue. The word run it once. We lost it by in there. Actually just lost 1.5, I guess, on micro now. Since the last time we checked, I mean. We're still up 200 bucks there. Quite nice, giving us top 2 against Mike. Well, Dirty Mike, if you want to go with full name there. Now it's nice to be in position. Okay, well, guess you got the maximum. Here. Didn't know that he was that short when I raised. Didn't pay attention to the positions or anything. And it's quite nice. We end up taking it down. Appreciate that. The noise, I heard it. G Money 1029. Cheers, thank you very much for the follow. Very nice. Try to end this one right away. Up here we heads up. Let's not do that. Ends up calling. Sorry, here. Got a bet fold now. Ended up calling here, and what a turn. Also what a flop for us over here. Flopping the nuts. Check raise, hopefully. Actually not gonna go for the pot. Slightly smaller. A quick fold. Nuts stay nutty. Call, that's excellent. Because we're never splitting it versus a call. Yeah, looks like ace-10. I completely agree. Against this guy specifically. There's some people around on microgaming who would pull a bluff there with blockers or just bet with the lower straight. Against this guy, I think we can easily let it go. Flopping 2 pair and all the backdoor flush draws that we'd like. Not bad. Mistress. Yeah, let's go with Mistress. I like it. Raising this one up right away. On the right table? Yeah, indeed. And I do take it down. Nope, also shouldn't have called in a small blind. This guy's now a bit short. Also something to notice. To reference. Now that the nut flush, that we blocked the nut flush, I'm gonna go with the bluff, get the instant fold. Up here, can't do it. If we were super deep, we could consider something. Aces on the table. No, sorry, here with Mike. Min raises again. Here we flop alright. This guy just limped, prompting me to come over the top. Here we now turn nicely over 3 ways. We're still just gonna check. Probably gonna be the nuts now. Go for the bet fold, why not? This table down to heads up, this shall not stand. Playing heads up. Gentlemen, we take it down with the aces on the jack-jack board. And bets. I think we're actually gonna go for the min raise here, make the hamsterman proud. That takes it down, that's a good result as well. Looks like we're gonna have to throw up a PLO 10 table on the screen. Throw up in that sense, I mean. We have something going on, and what a board, wow. We need to check this one, it's just too huge. And we block everything. Yeah, not gonna bet large here. Der Alte, thank you for the good lucks and see you soon, man. Get better, man. I'm sorry for the mans. I mean, it's still a step up from dudes, but just get better, my friend. We're gonna raise up. I deserve a green check mark, indicating him as a high VPIP, low aggro player. 8862's poker's not out dead yet. I can confirm. So pretty active 3 better. 4 betting we don't know jack shit about. This one I want to call here. I'm not saying I should, I'm saying I want to. This board, nothing is happening for us. Let's check this out. I think it's gonna tell me to raise fold, right? No, actually not. It tells me to raise. On the button versus the cutoff. Am I having this right? Yeah. Interesting. That I would not have guessed. Poker sucks nowadays. No rakeback, huge variance, small edges, spots, assist players, clueless, legislation, the list goes on. A lot of things are not fine with the poker economy. If you're American, especially the rakeback thing is more true than ever. For me, I can't complain. I have a really good rakeback deal on microgaming. I have an amazing rakeback deal on Rio, or RunItOnce if you prefer. And I don't think botting is an issue in my games either. It's definitely not on RunItOnce. And I really haven't had the impression that there are bots about on micro either. Oma isn't the most fair game either. That's, well, I know what you mean. The whole huge variance thing and all. Which allows us to flop quite nicely here. Another PLO 20 table opening, so we're going to close the PLO 10 table right down. And we get to raise here, which I think we shall for 100 BB. Flop so-so, I would say. It's a difficult one. The SPR, but I think we check. Not sure how difficult it is. Alright, let's check behind. Yes, full house. Okay, good for you. Yowza, huh? Alright. Chase the Ace, how's the session been going? I've been studying the launchpad, specifically 3-betting middle MP versus UTG. Awesome! The session is going rather excellent. I think I'll need to recheck in a moment. Closed that one against the full house, but losses schmasses. Take that one down. And we're still up almost 200 on micro gaming. And on Rio, we're up 3 buy-ins, so we're up like 260 or something still. 250, 260, which makes it what? 10, 13, around 13 buy-ins, I guess? I think that's alright. Bushwhacker saying it was a really sweet chat with Phil Gelfand recently. It really was, yeah. Chi-Ching, going for a walk. After all that biking, you going for walks still? Yeah, unfortunately, if you mean the Q&A session without delay, I didn't see that one because that was the night where I had to decide to step down. Had a pretty nasty session off stream. And yeah, and so I wasn't in the mood to hear more about poker, so I didn't see that one. Getting the money in here. Here we're just gonna check. Ooh, against the set we have to flush and we need a king or a heart. No, not the eight of hearts. Very unfortunate. What's happening here? Alright. Yeah, that's exactly that's pretty much the only hand I was afraid of here, the king 10. So that do saved us some money. The sense that he didn't want to bet anymore, but we also had a bunch of outs. Real-time advisor on the fish party thingy. Alright, interesting. Interesting. Good thing I don't play those. Not entirely sure how much folding we're doing here. I'll take one off. 8 is not that helpful. Yeah, susceptible. I got it. All good. But good on you for correcting it. Raw, aces on another table, giving us a pair. It's gonna check fold on the table we just left. Firming up one more table on the side where 2 red techs are sitting. Actually, let's put this one on the main screen as well. Here we're gonna call. Robust, I would do so with a good feeling. Not entirely sure what you mean. just gonna check. Although we did have 2 pair, didn't notice that we had the deuce. Hopefully it continues. Auf geht's! Hopeful. Hopefully it does, yeah. Strong bots are very expensive. Yeah, I hope by the time, or should I ever get to play high stakes or higher stakes than PLO 50, PLO 100, then it'll be on Rio, and I'm very confident in those guys and their efforts to keep the side clean. Just gonna bet small here. Maybe sometimes even checking this board. With the jack in our hand and not flush draw, don't think I would mind that. Certainly calling down. Don't quite see the point in betting the ace-jack. You know, ace-10, what he had, is not calling off. And sometimes maybe. Interesting. Guys, I'm already done. What do you mean? What am I missing? Isn't done for the day? That's fine. Oh, man, it's Friday. Get some rest. We still have the open-ender ourselves. We can fill up. We're calling for this price. There is the straight for us. Let's hope it's good enough in the sense that we're splitting sometimes. Really don't want him to bet again. Fair enough, my friend. Scaramanga, welcome back. Yeah, I needed to. Needed to drop back down from PLO 50. It didn't go my way at all last few weeks. The start was amazing, and then I had a bunch of rough sessions, and then a lot of run bad. Also, some mistakes. Like I tried to quantify it earlier. If I'm as honest as I can be, as in, you know, always hard in poker, I would say like somewhere between 60 and 70% nasty runs, and somewhere between 30 and 40% things I could have avoided. Something like that. Bushbacker saying be right back, basically. And Scaramanga saying see you in a bit. I'm gonna raise this. This guy is pretty nutty. This guy we don't know too much about. We know a little bit, seems pretty tight. He's too short to consider calling, even if, yeah, then I can lay it down definitely, even if he's deeper. It's iffy. Great board. Hitting pairs not going to be the greatest thing ever. Wouldn't you see betting here a bit larger? It's a single raise we can call. Flop. Okay. Potential there. Pair open-ender, dirty Mike. That's a good question. I think we'll end up potting it here, getting it in against dirty. lose against the straight, but take this one down. Good stuff. Ace is up here. So I think we lost a little bit recently, but are still doing fine. On micro, we're up 140 plus 15, something like that, so 155. I don't think much changed on Rio in the meantime. Now that is a turn I like. Nope, still up 3 binds on Rio, so still up over 200 in total. Time is at 1:30. Maybe not too much longer. Wouldn't be unhappy finishing the session with a massive profit. But we'll see, play by ear. Maybe another half an hour. Sounds alright. Ace is on an off-screen table. Get to 3-bet and we shall... I think, yeah, sure, I don't mind. Calling here is fine with this hand. Top 2. Size up. Alright. And he needs to get a little bit lucky. Does not, and we get some money back there to the tune of almost 14 euros. Wait, 7. Yeah, this is right on the edge, or as Phil would say, cuspy. Right on the cusp. Get raised, that part is not a huge deal. Oh, this guy is fun. Wow. And we, hang on, let's dive into that in a moment. Other hands demanding my attention. Right. 2 pair, double gutter. We're going with this one hard. 400 BB and take it down. Rush Pluto. Yeah, I had a very amazing start at PLO 50, but then there was one session where they ran absolutely horrible, and in the end of at the end of that session of the day, I was like sort of a trance. Second time ever it happened to me in poker, where I just sort of couldn't stop playing, but I guess that's accurate too. The thought of stopping playing didn't occur to me at all, and I tilted something fierce towards the end of that session. And of course, looking back, wish I hadn't. And subsequent sessions, subsequent weeks, saw us having really nasty runs on stream, and those, like, luckily people on channel told me that they had the same perception, that it was not me goofing up too much, it was just the leader being absolutely horrible to us. But thank you for the crossed fingers. I basically have no day job. I have a slight side gig where I teach English every 2 weeks for like 180 minutes every week. So they're not making much money there. And it's purely the PLO grind. On the upside, my monthly costs, even though I live with my parents, I do pay rent. Always like to point it out. And a fair rent too. Yeah, but on the whole, my monthly costs are really low. So even at PLO 20, I can get by fine. I could get by at PLO 10 and rebuild if I need to. Prefer not to, but I could. It's an interesting turn. I was gonna let this table go. JCs, don't leave us. I'll stick around for a while longer. How's that? Nah. So I came over top here, have an ace-high board. Sorry, up here. Get insta-cards. Yeah, now we're done with this hand. I agree, JCs. You guys are too nice. What do they insta-call the turn with? Let's go with it. Very little showdown value here. Not sure how wise that is. I think a lot of two pairs should still be calling, given our turn check. But we do take it down, so... Genius move confirmed. No, a little bit lucky. Putting up a PLO 10 table, so we have some Rio action, so it counts towards my streaming hours. It's not hugely important, since I get plenty of those anyway. What table are we watching? Anything interesting happening right now? Not really. We're actually running massively over EV, according to Poker Tracker. But then again, that EV display is fraught with problems. I needed to smile about that comment for a few seconds silently. Chase Days, thank you very much for saying that. I try to be as upfront as I can. Which is not always absolutely upfront, because you know how it is. But I try. Thanks for saying that. And you know, for people watching who have been following my journey for a while now, I think it's the least I can do. And I agree, I think it's also good to show, just be completely blunt about that, to show that that's how poker can be sometimes. It's useful for people who watch this and might, with a thought in the back of their head that they might want to do something like that one day. Try to make it as a pro or a semi-pro. Yeah. Cheers. Right, limp part, which allowed me to call rather adventurous, don't get me wrong, but of course we flop pretty nice. But I don't mind being a little bit adventurous, especially on microgaming. There's a lot of limping going on. Wait, where'd the thingy go? No, not that thingy. I'll just bet it. We have the queen in our hand. Ah, that's how it is, huh? Alright. Get lucky. Check raise. That's what I was trying to look up, if this guy is prone to check raising. Generally speaking. Bunch of other nice spots that might make up for that one. Here we're potting it. We have this one happening for us as well. Take this one down. Dirty Mike, huh? Well, we're not folding with the gutter, the pair, and the nut flush draw. That's a given. Biggest grind. Love your positivity, man. Welcome back, however. Wait, we are going to raise and raise fold there. Still beats smoking, my friend. Welcome back to the channel, mate. Super multiplayer here. Just a pity everybody decided to come along. So, here with the king of hearts, let's go for the bet. Take it down. Single raise pot versus the cutoff. Let's go for versus the small blind. Let's go for a bet and then pretty much be done with it here. That's an interesting one. I'm not gonna bluff, just gonna let this go. Little PLO table. Okay, I'll open that one up as well. So I have two open on the side, and we're sitting on a whole bunch of them. The button either way is fine. Definitely calling here. Not flopping so great. And here we're 3-bet pot. Definitely c-betting. Need to let this one be. Get called. Still gonna bet once more. That gets the job done. Up here, min raise pot. I decided to put a proper raise in. Now I have the open ender. Alright. That's pretty sweet. Take it down. It still beats the regular cigarettes. Biggest grind, so there's that. The other way is fine here as well. Checking or raising. Now as played, I don't mind putting another bet in and doing it pot size. That's of course a nasty river. Don't really feel like turning it into a bluff. A lot of his aces have 2 pair, which he's not gonna fold. He's gotta have the ace a lot here, and if it's just a pure ace with a nut flush draw. Speaking of aces, oh, hang on, we got a bunch of spots. We got this one and one of the off-screen tables. Bunch of crazies involved. We have the top pair and the nut flush draw. Certainly gonna go in ourselves. And against 2 pair, we're doing quite fine. That's that's it for us right now. Unfortunately, we just split it, but I'll take it. Checking sounds good. That 6 is kind of neat to have. Take that one down, take that one down, apparently. Ooh, nice aces down here. Dirty Mike left the table. Bit unfortunate. Certainly was a lot of fun. We have Lucky Ducky now to our left, who leads out here right away. And he gets called, so we're letting this be. It would of course been a massive turn for us, but even 3 ways, who knows? It would have been good. Oof. Good stuff over here. Just a top set. Oh wow. Well, in that case, here we flop top 2. Gonna raise it up as well. Raise it up here, letting this one go. There's a little bit too much going on. Take it down here with top 2. Gonna be 3 ways? No. Oh, against 7s. Wow, he's down to 1 out basically. Does not get it, and we win a buy-in, a little bit more than. Is anything in the chat? Also, Shazam. Zimba, could raise again, but also plays very fine multi-way. Bankroll is more or less ready for PLO 200 now. Scaramanga, go, go, go. Nice. Very happy thing to hear. With the hearts, small betting, we take one off. And what a flop, wow. Check here. And check the turn as well. It's large now, we're gonna let it go. The Tunisian King! Hut! Oh right, I don't have a command for my hut. Hang on. It's a modified Jane Anders hut. I just modified the colors to my liking. It's basically like... most important thing is this one here, with where the name is and the blue number, given the hands tracked. And hang on, we'll go through it. Show on the right table? Yeah. So this is VPIP, pre-flop raise, 3-bet. Fold to 3-bet and 4-bet pre-flop. I think those are the most important ones. Against the crazy dude. Lucky Ducky, huh? Ooh, that's very nice. Stopping us a set. We have a bunch of tables, I need to do some switching here. This one he checks, let's check again. One down, have kings. Take it down with the 6s. He now bets. What do we do about this? We'll let it go for pot size, basically. That's quite alright, on the whole. Gonna check, maybe he wants to bluff a blocker. So has much happened in the meantime? Let me check. A little bit, right? We made some money back on micro. Yeah. So we're up like 175, something like that. I've gone for the bluff here in the end. Would have worked a decent amount of the time against this specific hand, but also fine not to. 6 regular and Poker Stars in the past and needed to rebuild, start from scratch. Yeah, the Tunisian King I usually play on RunItOnce. So there I don't have a HUD, so I never thought about having a HUD command. That's actually a good idea. I'll see what I can do in the future. Not much cooking for us. One of the off-screen tables. We have the underwhelming kings, but if it gets folded around, which it does, we're gonna play. Down. Nice hand over here. Is 9, 7, 6 double. So things are a little bit busy. I'll try to talk about the spots we're in to the best of my knowledge. But we are sitting on 8 tables currently. 2 of them off green. So gutter, with the pair, I would definitely bet here and get it in. Given the gutter and front and backdoor flush draw. Without a pair on this kind of board, I'm fine checking. Really the min bet? You do you, my friend. Almost 1k in the bounty builder. I consider that juicy. Get raised. We're still pretty deep against him. That's a decent question you're asking, sir. I'm basically drawing to the flush only, right? So gutter very likely not good anymore. I'll let it go out of position specifically, or on top of being out of position. The potters we're getting are not great. Let's say. This guy loves the min raising and I'm not having it. Lob another nut flush. Fine with the 3s being decent blockers for future runouts. Not the worst. Right here we're calling naturally. Not a turn. Just checking sounds good to me. He is straight for us. Decent. Gonna go for the check raise, I think. It's finally betting here now. Yeah. He does have the 5-7 or the 5 deuce. The 5-7 a little bit more often than the 5 deuce. But I think we're going with this. He checks. We both have the same straight. That's fair. Yeah, and looks like we need to get lucky once more. So far we haven't gotten lucky in these spots much. Ooh, we need to get really lucky though, because he has a better set. Now that's nasty. Jack 6, 6, 7, don't expect that. Oh, well. Lucky ducky. Let's see how lucky his ducky is. Pretty lucky so far. He fades everything, or he avoids all the cards that would make us put money in here. So we shall not. We're making top pair up here. Is it 2-6? Tax on winning gamblings. Tax on winning gamblings actually are not that crazy. Actually, pure gambling is not being taxed at all in Germany, like if you win the lottery. Poker being a little bit of a different beast. But I just had an appointment with the tax advisor. For now, it's not necessary to move. Should it become more appealing, should I start saving in a significant amount of money, I will move over to the Netherlands, where gambling, poker is not being taxed at all. For the most part, if you play on certain sites, it is taxed, but everything that has a license in the EU is not being taxed. So it's not much of a consideration right now. But funny timing, Chase DA suggested an appointment, and actually a few things I can claim. For example, all the transfers I sent out for the home game tournaments, those are advertisement costs, basically. And some other stuff, some other fun stuff I can do when it comes to the taxes. So next year, the taxes for this year are likely going to be 0 or very, very low. Unless I catch an amazing run towards the end of the year now. Ooh, looks alright. 3 ways. Well, the rainbow board, complete wrap, I don't mind. Actually, that's fine. Great. I have an interesting spot down here. Extra table that I moved over. Money's gone in here. Called up here. Got a pot it in the end. And we have him drawing really dead here. Getting a buy-in back. Good stuff. Yeah, for more information about RunItOnce and the rakeback there, especially as a streamer, check out the link there. It's in the chat. Wait, I could have called that. Yeah, that would have been totally fine. The exact numbers? So if you compare the stuff, keep in mind everybody gets 51% rakeback in form of the splashy hours. Minus, yeah, let's ignore any promotions, which they have plenty of right now, pretty much daily. But let's go with that. And the remaining 49% of rake paid, a part of that you get back as a streamer. So streamer level 1, which is really easy to get, I think. You get additional 50% of those 49% back. Oh, that's probably going to be more interesting. Streamer level 2, you get 75% of these 49% back. I think in total, with the 51% splashy hours, splashy rake back, streamer level 2 nets me, somebody did the math for me, I think 87.5% rake back. Streamer level 2 might not be that easy to obtain, however. We're not going to be folding here. Hang on, we need to think about that one. There's any merit in coming over the top, shutting out the third guy out. Probably not. I have the pure flush draw here, but there's so much. All right. Come on, any king or diamond. This guy is super active when it comes to the 4-betting there. Wow. My lord. Good for him. I mean, he won it. Can't complain. Yeah, when they introduced the chess, same story here, man. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. the okay board, all in all. Take it down. If he checks this, we're actually gonna bet here, get aces on the PLO 10 table. That's sweet. And down here, wait here. Got our kings. I raised, then somebody came over the top. We're now in a family pot. Go for the check. And checking it here as well. UK? Well, we'll see after Brexit if that is still... Ooh, we take that one down. If that is still a thing to do. Choosing the UK there. But Netherlands doesn't have any tax. I know the UK does too, it doesn't either, but I think when it comes to health insurance, Netherlands is a bit better for me. So I never checked into how much health insurance costs in the UK. To let this one go. We're super multi-bay. I thought we were heads up. Absolutely my bad here. Still 3-bays, huh? Okay, this is gonna be a big one. He leads now. This is gonna be a big one now with the deuce pairing. Stiff. Ooh, lucky ducky folds. I appreciate seeing that. And we take that one down for 25 euros in profit. Just get called, meaning we're always good. Probably had a 4, poor bastard. No! Ace 8, 7, 6. Well. Here... To take one off. Quite the one I had in mind. Hot measure, the other side I'm grinding. That's Batson on microgaming. And I have a very decent rakeback deal over there as well. Yeah, you'll find decent rakeback. I can't talk too much. I can't talk much about other rakeback deals I got due to me being a streamer level 2 for Rio. So I can't give us out as much information as you'd like. I can tell you Rio is fine when it comes to rakeback, and well, that you probably already know. And if you check around a little bit on Google, you'll find very good deals for micro as well. Right. Nice turn. You have the jack. We're not folding. He has it. Good for you. And should not have been a call on the turn by him. But it won him the pot and can't argue with success. Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to call it a night in a moment. Just gonna check behind here. And we're good. Not a horrible board. Sure. Better a little bit. The aces over here flop alright too. All in all, we are pretty deep though. Few raises, we're certainly taking one off. More aces on this table. Oh man, I hope Lucky Ducky doesn't do anything. Ooh, perfect. Here we need to check. Here I called, turn the river the straight. Let's do this first. Come on, do something nice for us for a change. Nope. Can't win that one, lose another buy in there, unfortunately. We keep getting the money in well. That's all we can ask for, really. What? He has the higher straight? Jesus. He just calls? You serious? Wow. Alright. So, losing a few of the buy-ins we were up, but still having a rather excellent day. I'll give you the rundown in a moment. Yeah, it's nice. Filling us up. Checks, huh? Right. Checks again quickly, though. Looks like we're good. Yeah, certainly lost like 3-4 buy-ins there recently. Is what it is. So on microgaming we're up. Actually, I'll wait until all the hands have been played. We're up more than 100 on microgaming. Last whatever we're up on Rio. Still a decent day. Was tanking for a long time here. Called. Have money back. Yeah, on Rio we're up 3 buy-ins, so that's good. I'll give you an exact total in a moment. I think it's gonna clock in at somewhere around 160 euros in profit for the day. Which is still quite fine. Very happy about it. This is overdoing it a little bit. My bad. Let's call here. Not gonna go crazy post. Let's give it a call. Especially if it comes to us being heads up. Nope. Leaving us a few more hands to play over here. This one, 6-3, we're gonna let go in him. Yeah, no, definitely. Who can we rate? Checks, huh? Sorry. Nope. I guess we can head over to Aruglas. So you have more PLO action on his channel. He's playing PLO 25 on GG. Cool. Before that, however, how have we made out? So, I'm gonna show you the thingy here. Put a graph for microgaming. Some nasty hands here in the end. Don't know if you have an EV thingy for that, but keep in mind the EV thingy is has a lot of issues. You can't take that one as gospel. But we certainly lost a few binds here where we got the money in good. And that's just the way poker is. Up 94 bucks plus right now. Like normally it would be 30 euros rake back here out of 50 euros rake paid. I think right now it's like 15, 20 maybe. 20 probably. So that puts us at 115 plus another 60, make that 175, almost 9 buy-ins. I think that's pretty good. 9 buy-ins for one day. So with that in mind, let's head over to Arugla's place. There you get to see some more PLO if you want. And I will be back tomorrow afternoon, I think. Yeah, as per schedule pretty much. As I sleep in. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Also, was a very lively chat. Appreciate that. And yeah, cheers for keeping me company. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And I'll be back tomorrow.